Audiobooks presents It Works, the famous Little Red Book that makes your dreams come true, by R. H. Jarrett, 1926. A definite, practical, common-sense plan of achievement, with rules, explanations, and suggestions for improving conditions of life. If you know what you want, you can have it. What is the real secret to getting what you desire? Have some been born with a lucky star or other charm that permits them to have everything they want? And if not, what is the cause of the difference in the conditions under which men live? Many years ago, sensing that there must be a logical answer to this question, I decided to discover it if possible. I found the answer that satisfied me, and for years I have shared it with others who have used it successfully. From a scientific, psychological, or theological viewpoint, some of the following statements may be interpreted as incorrect, but notwithstanding, the plan has provided the desired results to those who have followed the instructions, and it is my sincere opinion that I am presenting it in a form that will bring happiness and possessions to many. If wishes were horses, beggars would be riders, is the attitude that the average man takes toward possessions. They are not conscious of the power so near at hand and so easy to operate that it is difficult to believe, and that provides such sure results that it is not used consciously nor recognized as the cause of success or failure. "Oh, how I wish that were mine," is the exclamation of Jimmy, the office boy, as a shiny new car passes by, and Florence, the telephone girl, expresses the same thought with regard to a ring in the jewelry window, while poor old Jones, the bookkeeper, on his Sunday walk, says to his wife, "Yes, dear, it would be nice to have a house like that. But it is out of our reach. We will have to keep on paying rent." Landom, the salesman, complains that he does all the work and gets the crumbs, and someday he will quit the job and find one where he is paid well. President Bondum, in his private sanctum, utters a bitter tirade against the annual attack of hay fever. At home, it is more of the same. The other night, the father was saying that Mabel, his daughter, was headed straight for disaster, and today the problem of mother's pension and other difficulties fade away as she exclaims, "This is the last straw. Robert's teacher wants to see me this afternoon. His grades are terrible, I know, but now I am going because I am late for the bridge game. It will have to wait until tomorrow." In the same way, the endless stream continues of expressions from millions of persons in all walks of life who do not reflect on what they really want, and who are not getting everything to which they feel they have a right or expect. If you are one of these millions of thoughtless persons who only complain, and you would like a definite change in your present condition, you may have it. But first you must know what you want, and this is not an easy task. When you can train the objective mind, the mind you use every day, to decide firmly on the things or conditions desired, you have taken the first great step toward getting what you want. Getting what you want is no more mysterious or uncertain than the radio waves all around you. Tune in correctly and you will get a perfect result. But to do this, of course, it is necessary to have an operating plan. You have within you an immense power, ready and willing to serve you, a power capable of giving you everything you sincerely desire. This power is described by Dr. Thompson J. Hudson, author of The Law of Psychic Phenomena, as the subjective mind. Other writers use different names and terms, but all agree that it is omnipotent. Therefore, I call this power Emmanuel, God in us. Regardless of this great power or of conscious acceptance of a God, this power is capable and willing to carry us to a complete and perfect fulfillment of the sincere desire of the objective mind. But one must be really serious about what is wanted. To desire occasionally or half-heartedly does not establish a perfect connection or communication with the omnipotent power. There must be a sincere, real desire for certain conditions or things, mental, physical, or spiritual. The objective mind and will vacillate so much that one normally only wishes things, and the wonderful and competent power within does not function. Most wishes are merely vocal expressions. Jimmy, the office boy, did not think of possessing the car. Landom, the salesman, was not thinking of any other job, or even of something that would change his life. President Bondum knew he had hay fever and was expecting it. The father's business probably was succeeding, and the mother undoubtedly brought home the bridge winnings that day. But none had a fixed idea of what they wanted, and they were actually helping to bring about their unhappy existing conditions. If you are serious about changing your present condition, here is a concise, definite, result-giving plan with rules, explanations, and suggestions. The plan. Write on a piece of paper, in order of their importance, the things and conditions you really want. Do not be afraid of wanting too much. Write all your desires without limitation. Work on your list daily, adding to or taking away from until you consider it definitive. Do not be discouraged by changes. It is a natural part of the process. There will always be changes and additions as you obtain and new desires arise. 3. Positive rules of accomplishment. Read the list of what you want 3 times each day, morning, noon, and night. Think of what you want as frequently as possible. Do not talk to anyone about your plan except to the great power within you, which will reveal to your objective mind the method to accomplish it. It is obvious that you cannot have faith at first. Some of your desires, from all practical reasoning, may seem impossible, but nevertheless, write them on your list in the place according to their importance to you. There is no need to analyze how this power within will accomplish your desires. This procedure is as unnecessary to understand as trying to comprehend why a grain of corn planted in fertile soil sprouts a green stalk, and leaves and produces an ear of corn containing hundreds of grains, each capable of doing what the original grain did. If you follow this definite plan and execute the 3 rules, the method of fulfillment will unfold in as mysterious a way as the ear of corn appears on the stalk, and in most cases sooner than you expect. When you have new desires that merit a place at the top of the list, then you may rest assured you are progressing correctly. Eliminating from the list items that at first seemed wanted is another sure indication that you are progressing. It is natural to be skeptical and have doubts, distrust, and uncertainty. But when these thoughts arise, get your list. Read it. Or, if you have memorized it, talk to your inner self about your desires until the doubts disappear and do not interfere with your progress. Remember, nothing can stop you from having what you really desire. Others have these things. Why not you? The omnipotent power within does not enter into controversy. It is waiting, ready to serve when you are ready. But your objective mind is so susceptible to suggestion that it is almost impossible to make any satisfactory progress when surrounded by skeptics. Therefore, choose your friends carefully and associate with people who have some of the things you really want, but do not discuss with them your method of obtaining it. Put on your list of desires, material things such as money, home, automobile, or whatever it may be, but do not stop there. Be more definite. If you want an automobile, decide what kind, style, price, color, and all other details, including when you want it. If you want a home, plan the structure, the grounds, and the furnishings. Decide the location and the price. If you desire to break a record in your business, put it on the list. It may be a sales record. If so, write the total, the date, the number of articles you must sell to accomplish it, including your prospects, and put behind each name the amount expected. This may seem silly at first, but you can never attain your desires if you do not know positively and in detail what you want and when you want it. If you cannot decide this, then you are not serious about your desire. You must be definite, and when you are, the results will be astonishing and almost incredible. An old and natural enemy will not fail to appear when you enjoy your first achievement. This enemy is discredit, in the form of thoughts like, "It cannot be. It happened by chance. What an extraordinary coincidence." When these thoughts present themselves, give thanks and credit for what has been obtained to your omnipotent power. In doing this, you gain confidence, conviction, and more achievements, and in time it is demonstrated that there is a law that really works, every time, when you are in tune with it. You cannot give thanks sincerely and from the heart without gratitude, and it is impossible to be grateful without being happy. Therefore, when you give thanks to your best friend, your omnipotent power, for the gifts received, do it with all your soul, and let it reflect in your face. The omnipotent power and what it does is beyond all comprehension. Do not try to comprehend it. Just accept the fulfillment with gratitude, happiness, and reinforced faith. Warning: it is possible to want and get that which will make you miserable, that which will destroy the happiness of others, that which will cause sickness and financial loss. It is impossible to be unselfish without benefit. In conclusion, not long ago, Dr. Emile Quay came to this country and taught thousands of persons how to help themselves. Other thousands scoffed at the idea, rejected his help, and are today where they were before this visit. The same is true of the statements and the plan presented to you now. You can reject or accept. You can stay where you are or have anything you want. The choice is yours, but may God grant you the inspiration to choose correctly, to follow the plan and so obtain, as so many others have done, all the things, whatever they may be, that you desire. Read the book through once and again and again. Memorize the 3 simple rules on page 4. Try them now on the thing you desire most this minute. This book could easily have been extended and made over 350 pages, but it has been deliberately synthesized to facilitate to the maximum its reading, comprehension, and use. Will you try it? Thousands of lives have been improved and are a testimony to the fact that IT works. AA. Letter from the author of It Works to the reader. Dear reader, the great possessions of life are all gifts mysteriously granted: sight, hearing, aspiration, love, or life itself. The same is true of ideas. The richest of them are given to us, such as the powerful idea that this book has offered you. What are you going to do with it? Would you be surprised if I say that the most profitable thing you can do is to give it away? You can do it in a simple and practical way by sending this book to those whom you know need it. In this way, you can help the distribution of this valuable effort to make the lives of others better and happier. You know people who are discouraged, worried, or despondent. This is your opportunity to help them to help themselves. If you deny them access to this book, you lose the conscious satisfaction that comes from doing the right thing. If you make sure they receive this book, you follow the course of the law of life, which says you receive by giving, and you may honestly expect prosperity and achievements. At the least, you will have the inner certainty of having done something good without hope of thanks, and your reward will come secretly in the form of more power and greater life. The author, R.H. Jarrett. Thank you for being part of this story here at Audiolibros. If you enjoyed it, please support us with a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It's the best way to show you want to keep listening.